Behind the line. Match starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're off in autonomous of match number 3 of what will be a total of 52 qualifying matches over the weekend. As 92.60 comes off of the line, scores Algae high atop, scores Coral high atop the reef. That's worth 7 points at 69.19. Drops one into the trough, it falls off onto the ocean floor. It's now 20-6 in favor of the Blue Alliance coming out of autonomous, as the bots are now controlled by the human players for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. 92.60, the Built for Bib team. They have that coral in their possession, dropping it high atop the reef. That's another 5 points for their alliance at 69.19. Pulls Algae off of the reef, 75.14. The Eve Robotics team looking to pull Algae off at 69.19. The Commodore places that coral high atop the reef for 5 points as they inch closer to the Blue Alliance. It's 35-16 now with 1:45 to go. 92.60 with coral in their possession. Once again, that's the Built for Bib team. They're dropping it. Oh, it falls off and not quite into the trough yet. There's another piece falling off down. It may be in the trough, can't tell from here. All right, it has to be touching that trough area in order to count. All right, now we have the Blue Alliance team, 92.60 on the opposite side of the field. Scoring for them is it's 43-31 now with 1:19 left to go. 69.19, dropping one on the middle branch. That's worth 4 points for the Red Alliance, as it's now 35 for the red and 53 for the blue. 1:08 now with left to go as the human players continue to control the bots at the bottom of the ocean. The currents are being stirred up. The sand is being stirred up. It's still clear. We can still see it clear as 80-80, the Sequoia Robotics team, takes that piece of coral, places it high atop the reef. That's another 5 points for their alliance as they inch closer to the Blue Alliance. The red with 47, the blue with 69. We still have 45 seconds left to go in the match. 75-14 dancing around with 69-19. As 69-19, the Commodore team scores high again for 5 points. It's now 78 for the blue and 61 for the red. 80-80. That's the Sequoia Robotics team. They pick up that coral from the coral zone. That coral comes from the barge high atop the ocean. Strides down a chute all the way down to the bottom, and that piece of coral is picked up by the human players to be placed on the reef as 80-80 has done just in 5 more points. It's now 83-71 with 13 seconds left to go. We're in the end game at 69-19. The Commodores, they're at the low anchored cage, the deep anchored cage. They're going to try to lift themselves up off of the ocean floor. They have done so right now. It looks like if any part of their body is touching the bottom of the ocean floor, they will not be credited. They're looking at it to see if they get it. That will be worth 12 points for their alliance. 80-80 parks at the end of the match. That's worth 2 for the Blue Alliance. That ascension towards the surface of the sea could have pulled the Red Alliance over the Blue Alliance, but we won't know until the fish swim on the reef here in just a moment. All right, we have a fish being released onto the reef for the Blue Alliance in match number 3. The Blue Alliance victorious with a score of 100-83. 100-83. The Blue Alliance gains 3 ranking points for the victory. They were able to move all of their bots off of the starting line and score at least 1 piece of coral in autonomous, gaining that additional valuable ranking point. That's match number 3. We will be playing through match number 12.